We're going to do the coronation after a few announcements. I think Sunman is still gathering his strength. But thank you all for coming. This is actually a really good turnout. It was really cool to see you guys all form up. I was standing up like behind you guys right there. Yeah, we got some fat regiments today, so I'm really happy about that. But my very first actions as king in a second that I have cleared, since I'm not officially king yet with everyone. Somebody ban that guy. He's got a Lord's uniform. A little cringer. Starting with some promotions. I think these are all fairly well deserved, and I've been a long time coming. Starting with Ender Ragnar, who's being promoted to Major. Then Jingo J being promoted to Colonel. Slav being promoted to Colonel. Then PC being promoted to General Staff, who apparently wasn't in the group officially, but, you know, making it official now. And finally, one I think is very well deserved for his prior experience as king and his vast experience in the genre. I'm promoting Strive to Lordship. Those of you who are promoted, you can head back to your spots. We'll take a pause just to talk about these promotions because it's something I want to do during my time as king. I really want to expand not only the higher ranking roles in the group, but the lower ranking roles in the group. So a lot more ranks for soldiers to strive for, but also different ranks for the general staff to fill in to accommodate their roles better, since we have a wide variety of roles that people fulfill in the general staff. I think we've got some pretty dated aspects of the ranks, and I'm definitely going to try and modernize it to, you know, accommodate our modern army aspect. Next, some more changes. This is going to concern the Order of the Gold Griffin, and I'm going to do the announcements and the awards first, and then we'll talk about what the changes mean for the rest of the group. I pulled the spreadsheet. All right, we'll do by region from lower ranking to higher ranking. Starting with let's start with the Varlin boys. You know, my duchy, why not? The first award of the Order of the Gold Griffin, Agent Imperia, is being awarded the title of Knight. And Serve Imperia is being awarded the title of Baron. Go ahead and stay up here. We'll do the rest of the regions. Next, Alderon. Regalicus is being awarded the title of Esquire. Josh Imperia is being awarded the title of Knight. Mark Henry is being awarded the title of Knight. And PC Gamer is being awarded the title of Baron. Next, we'll do Vesperia. Ender Ragnar is being awarded the title of Esquire. Red Stratobloxer is being awarded the title of Knight. And Valorby is being awarded the title of Duke of Vesperia. On to Gronsfeld next. Killer Hawkblocks is being awarded the title of Esquire. Artillerias is being awarded the title of Baron. And Jinko J is being awarded the title of Baron. Next, we'll do a region that was only recently canonized. I think it's very funny. We've just got one title to award to start off this region. The Duke of Gallia title is being awarded to Direclast. Unfortunately, Direclass is on a plane right now, so not able to be here, but he's a real one. And the final region, the Fjordlands. This region has been kind of iffy because I've been seeing some conflicting reports, but I really want to iron it out now. I weaponize skits or read. Nice try. Bye. Anyways, Fjordlands, the Order of the Gold Griffin titles. Sten or Die is being awarded the title of Esquire. Funtime or Die is being awarded the title of Knight. Slavstyr is being awarded the title of Jarl. GCAT is being awarded the title of Jarl. And finally, the Duke of the Fjordlands. I'm naming Strive or Die as the Duke of the Fjordlands. It was a close call between Strive and GCAT. To be honest, I consider both of them equal. Strive's a little bit more active than GCAT, though. Sorry, GCAT. I love you.
You know what? That's fair.
All right, now let's talk about what these changes mean. Why did I give out so many Order of the Gold Griffin titles? It all comes down to sort of the need, I think, to flesh out the world that Andor finds itself in. I think a lot of us have known for a while that it's been based on like a heavily feudal medieval society that just sort of finds itself in the Napoleonic Wars. We've got maps, we've got some names for the regions, some names for the towns, but not really much more to go off of, right? These titles, the barons, earls, and jarls, and then the dukes, these guys all own land within the realm of Andor, which I oversee along with Alert Coder F. And I want them as barons, earls, and jarls, and dukes to be able to flesh out their own regions as they see fit, to be able to name people to oversee the lands that they rule, and to be able to sort of define for themselves what goes on in each of their lands. Each of these ranks, dukes, earls and jarls, and barons, they all own land and they're able to name people as jarls and earls and barons in the lands that they own. Each person with a title that owns land may employ knights, and knights may employ esquires. I want to see like half of our army all inside the order, all with their own regions. We've got little Timmy in the 14th, who's an esquire for, Regalicus or something like that. That would be fucking hilarious, I think. And it would really help to build and flesh out the world that we've got in Andor. That's what I want to see. I will post the spreadsheet for the Order of the Gold Griffin after this. It's got a page with the inductions that were announced today, as well as a page with the tree of who's liege of who, and which regions everyone's in. I think that'll help clear up some aspects of who can name titles and who can't. So I'll post that after the coronation. Those of you who were awarded titles in the order, you may head back to your regiments. Thank you. Along with the changes I announced in the order, I'm also going to be doing some other quality of life changes, particularly with the Discord. As Lord, obviously I have access to all the channels in the Discord, and I know probably better than anyone that this shit is barely functioning. So today, throughout this week, I'm going to be taking some time to go through every channel, update all the old messages, clear up all these weird roles that have weird permissions. But I also, going into the future, want to start clearing up some of the channels that I don't think are really needed. That'll clear space in the Discord for either future regiments. Maybe the Guard can finally come back into the main Discord, which I'm going to be pushing for. Sorry, PC, but it's probably going to happen. But it's a lot of things that I just think will make us look better to every new recruit who wants to join us. I think it's really important to have a good first impression, and the Discord is the first thing to see. I talked about new ranks a little bit already, but there's going to be some other things happening that sort of tie into why I'm becoming king. Obviously, I don't really have a roleplay name. I'm not an Algrim, so I see myself as more of a ward until the next Algrim is of age. But during my reign, since I'm from Varland, I'm going to be going for maybe a darker aesthetic, more wintry, darker colors, because I'm edgy like that. Sorry, but red is probably on the way out, for now at least, until the next Algrim is in power. Oh my god, the two speakers blowing up. All right. So yeah, we're going for a totally new look. I want to modernize everything about this group because we are very dated. That's basically the gist. Before I do my big speech, is Sunman ready?
Hello.
Hello? Sunman?
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
There we go. Hello, Lyftias. I've seen you before in these parts. Turn to me, thank you. Could you two get out? That's fine. That's fine. Approaching. Could you move? All right. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the throne room today, as is tradition. No, I thought that Josh Trooper guy would last a little bit longer, but that's okay. Like that guy, he's a real awesome guy. But Lyftias, as it's needed, you will take up the reins of Andor and help these people. But I have one question to ask you. Will you defend this country with everything you know and everything you can? Not let a single frog beat this nation, or not let a single British man step foot on this island like they did to the Shetlands before? You promise to keep these people safe?
You know it. Absolutely.
You promise to lead them to victory, Lyftias?
Yes.
That took you a while, but that's okay.
Sorry.
And I see no reason for you not to be king. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have our new king in front of you. Let's get a old, what should we do? Andor Eternal for the king on 3. 1, 2, 3. Now that I'm deaf, we shall continue on with the ceremony. I'd also just like one word real quick. It's Diaclass's birthday today, so if everyone could go in general chat and spam tag him, that'd be fantastic. Thank you, everyone. Keep winning, and Sunman grant you strength and all that, la-di-da. Continue on with the ceremony, gentlemen.
Thank you, Sunman. All right, well, I was expecting 30 minutes, so we've got some time for my speech, so I'm actually kind of happy. All right. Before I say... Hold on. Thank you. Thank you. Before I say farewell today, a lot of people may not know who I am, so I'd just like to introduce myself first. I started playing in the Colonial community in 2013, nearly 10 years ago now. It was a fictional group called KI, and that was where I met Alert Coder F, who is the High King, and most of the other founders of Andor. We rallied like 15 people and fought a sister group called FTSJ, who also rallied 15 at peak. It was a very small community, but we had a lot of fun together. At some point, I met Strive or Die, and we became, I think, best friends for a very long time. Elder opened to Royal France, Strive was his general, and I just enjoyed the NCO life, racking up insane KDRs and having fun. We rallied around 30 at peak. After that group ended, Strive joined a different France as a high rank. I followed him because I'd always see him on some game called Hilltop Outposts. He free ranked me into guard because I was a goat, and some NCO in the guard saw that and immediately left. Sucks for him because he left right before LGA blew up. From there, it was Strives Brunswick, Strives Rheinbund, and the Napoleonic Wars French Navy, which was really fun, but Barkala and I beefed so hard we ruined it for everyone, sorry. Brunswick, Rheinbund, and the French Navy were special, though, because it was my first 3 times in a high comm position, and they progressively gave me more and more responsibility. I took it year by year, enjoying each position to its fullest, until I took a dip from the community during Duke Tyler Jones' time running GC. That kind of sucked, so I wasn't too interested in it. Andor was created because a certain individual was very unhappy with how Duke Tyler Jones was treating him, Rusky. He would complain, and while Rusky is toxic, he was hardly the worst in the community, so I was kind of sympathetic. I was bored, most of my OG KI friends were bored, so we reignited an old project called Andor. It's sort of like a think tank, just people having fun, not really taking it seriously. Until Gory came up, started creating his France. He decks it out with pretty much every staff member I've known throughout my journey. And then, yeah, it gets pretty serious from there. I think we all know what happens. There's an argument to be made, though, that we, the genre, are where we are now because Rusky and I are friends. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Well, some funky drama happened and Rusky was kicked out. I took a month-long dip since it coincided with my girlfriend being in Kansas during COVID. So I spent a month with her, which was really awesome. I didn't ever really consider I might be back into the leadership position in Andor. I know I wasn't always viewed in the best light around here, but in my time working behind the scenes without a real official position, aside from being Duke of Ireland, I've seen a huge shift in the mentality of this group. Most of my old friends who built this group up have since moved on, and those that they mentored have taken their place. While we may not have the vast experience we used to, we have a community, multiple communities who, despite their difference, all make the effort to work with each other and enjoy the game. That's what I love about Andor. You don't have the isolated echo chambers you might see in other groups, and that allows us all a better understanding of who we are and what we stand for. The reason we chose to be a fictional nation is so that we can make our own story, be as creative as we want while doing it, and take a step back from the sweat fest that can be campaigns. With my experience and past mistakes behind me, I'm only looking forward. This is the end of a 10-year-long story for me, and I'm determined to leave a legacy that will see this group living as long as this community does. I can't do it alone, though, and I need the full effort of every single person in this group, all of you here, and every person who will be in this group to make the Andoran dream real. We have events today and a full year ahead of us, so I don't want to take up too much more time here. So I'd just like to finish with a few thank yous. Sorry. So first, thank you to Alert, Strive, and Rusky for being reliable comrades throughout my time in the genre. Thank you, Jacksons and Bio, for being such sweethearts and putting the effort into EI when I wasn't willing to. You guys continue to be reliable sources of aid, and I will always trust you guys to offer objective advice. And finally, thank you to every person who has been in any of my regiments. The most fun I've ever had in this genre has been running regiments, and you guys made it possible. Almost all of my friends have come from these regiments, and I cherish all of you to this day. If anyone is on the fence about running a regiment, do it. Even if it doesn't work the first time, keep pushing for it. You will improve. So with that, I bid you all farewell. Good luck at your events today. Be on the lookout for the next medal ceremony, as it is likely there will be a much larger class of inductees into the Order of the Gold Griffin alongside the usual honors. Thank you all for coming. That's all I have for you.